guys, welcome back to the channel. Dave here, JDH Reptiles, and we're going to do an update today on clutch number 4. This was an acid highway to a pastel blackhead yellow belly pinstripe. This one's going to be super tough. I'm just going to jump right into it. I honestly, I'm not sure what we have here on most of these, but I'm going to give you my idea. I'm going to break down what I think I see, and we're going to go from there. I haven't decided what will be available, but I know there will be available animals. As you see, I have a white side here, and I have a dark side here, because we did get some pastel highways, and they'll probably show up a lot better on this side. So I'm going to, instead of pulling out the entire clutch, we're going to do this one at a time. I think we'll do it one at a time. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and we'll just take a look at these and see what we see, alright? Alright guys, so we're going to start off with the easiest one of the bunch here. So this one is not a highway, obviously. This here, it's a beautiful animal. This is a blackhead, pastel, acid, yellow belly, or gravel. This one will be staying here, that I know for sure. So super awesome, really dark. I love the interaction with the blackhead and the acid. That head is so dark. The overall animal is so dark. But the yellows, the golds pop really nice. I will say I was a little depressed about the fact that the belly doesn't have that black line going down it. But, I mean, the animal is absolutely amazing, and we are stoked to have it. Let me sex it here really quick. This one is, it's a female. Perfect holdback. This one I'll get shed tested after its next shed to see if it's yellow belly or gravel. But man, if it's gravel, it'll be even more powerful as far as a holdback goes. Let me lighten up this camera a little bit. There we go. That makes it look a lot better. Imagine this in DG or hypo. That'd be so nice. Alright, this is going to be number 2. Just so you guys know, when I'm doing these videos, I am putting them in a specific order. Not as far as the animal goes, but if you're ever watching a video and you're like, hey, I really like the third one, you can let me know, because as I'm taking these animals, this is going to go into its own tub, and it's going to be the second animal that clutch. So I'm filling out its feed card as we're doing these videos. So just so you know. Alright, so this one here is a pastel highway. I believe they're potentially, I was going to say maybe blackhead in it, but I don't think so actually. I'm not sure. I don't think there's acid, but again, I'm not super positive on that. And I would expect pinstripe would do something a little bit different, but I believe this could just be a pastel highway. You know, maybe there's something else. I gotta do a little more research. I don't know if the black should be this black. I would expect if it was blackhead, the head would be pretty dark. So that's why I'm guessing maybe not. That's a tough one here. I haven't made any pastel highways, which is funny. Out of all the highway combos I've made, I haven't made a pastel highway yet, which is just a very basic animal, I would think. But let me go ahead and sex this one. So this is a male. So male pastel highway. I don't know if there's anything else yet or not, but that's what I'm going to mark it as right now. Alright guys, and this is number 3. Maybe I will put it on this one here. So this one, my guess is an acid highway. I don't know if there's blackhead or not. Probably, I don't know, it's super dark. It's possible. But what I can say here is these two little dots on the head, that is a pretty strong feature that I found with acid highways, is they have dots on the head. But the arrowhead, the pattern is definitely a little bit different. I don't know if that's pinstripe that's causing that. You know, you can never tell on these things because the pattern is so obliterated as it is. So I'm not 100% sold that this is just acid highway. Blackhead, I would think it'd be a little darker maybe, or the head would be a little different, but I'm not sure of just the you know, combination of acid and blackhead what it would do. I think there might be pinstripe in this one too. It's tough to say, but potentially. Let me sex this one. So that one is a female. Again, that is number 3. All right, moving on. This is number 4. This one to me says pinstripe, just because of how whacked out that pattern is. Oh, camera just really is not catching this stuff today, and I don't know why. There we go. So I think this is highway pinstripe. I would say not acid, and probably not blackhead, not pastel here. So I think this is a highway pin. That's my guess. Take suggestions from everybody on any of these, but that's what I'm guessing here. Pretty cool looking animal, that's for sure. Let me go ahead and sex this one as well. That is a male. So number 4 is a male highway pinstripe. Alright guys, we've reached the halfway point. If you like what you've seen so far, please hit the like button. Let's go ahead and jump into this. This will be number 5. Alright. So this cool little, almost like a chimera with the double pattern on the head there. This one here is going to be a pastel highway blackhead, and I'm not sure if there's acid in it or pinstripe. Man, I gotta see if I can. There, I'll just do that so you can see how messed up the pattern is. There's so much pattern to it. I could tell you it's pastel highway blackhead. That I could tell you. You see how dark the animal is overall compared to that first one, which was just a pastel highway. But looking at the way this is that acid that's messing that up? You know, looking at the head, is that acid or a pinstripe? It's so hard to tell. So right now it's going to be it's going to be a blackhead pastel highway, possible pin or acid, or both, I suppose. Now let's sex this real quick. And this is a male. So number 5 is a male. All right, we're going to move on to number 6. So this is where things get interesting. So this here is, my guess here is this is an ivory. It is a pastel ivory. Trying to see if there's a way we can get a little bit of this color here. So pastel ivory, man, I'm not sure. We're looking at There's got to be more to it because there's so much pattern. It's so visible. You could see the pattern in the sides. I don't know if that's acid, pastel, acid, ivory. This one's a tough one, guys. I wish there was genetic testing for some of these codoms yet, or incomplete dominants. But with all this pattern, I mean, typically I would say this is a highway, but it sure as hell looks like ivory. Right now I'm going to label it as pastel, ivory, possible blackhead, pin, acid, because that is the best I can tell you. I'm not 100% on that one yet. Very cool. Really neat. This I might actually shed test to see if it's an ivory or if it's a highway. So in doing that, what I would do is I would send the shed off for gravel. If it comes back as that it is gravel, then I know it's a highway. If it's declined for gravel, then I know it's an ivory. So that's what we're going to do here. Alright guys, and the last two I'm going to show you side by side. So these are ivories, but these have lots of color and lots of pattern. Typically I would think they are highways, but they don't have enough highway pattern to be highways. So here is what I think we have here. I believe these are pastel ivories. I think this is blackhead, and my guess is they're actually both blackhead. I think this might be blackhead and acid, where this one is just pastel ivory blackhead. You can see how dark the head is, as opposed to the last one, which makes me think the last one is not a blackhead. I'm almost positive both of these are pastel ivory blackheads, and I just think the difference here is either acid. It's got to be acid. It could be pin, I guess. Hell, they both could have pin for all I know. But I think they're one gene off. If you look at them side by side, I think they look very identical, except for the fact that there's a little more pattern, a little more darkness here, and this one's a little more faded. But they both have that very dark head. This one here has a lot of these little freckles on the tip of the nose, kind of like that last one did. See if I can get this to... There you go. See those little freckles? So I'm going to do this one as 7 and this one as 8. But I'm thinking pastel ivory blackhead, and I think this one is acid as well. Acid or pin, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So again, number 7 and number 8. The dark one will be number 8. So let me sex this one. This one is a male. Now let's go ahead and sex number 8. And this one is also a male. This one's so cool. I really, really like that one. Alright guys, so that's going to be clutch number 4 update. 5, 6, 7, and 8. They're all either waiting to shed, or some of them are, I've only got 1 or 2 animals out of the incubator yet. So those will be coming in probably in another week or so. We'll get 1 or 2 of those going. But with today's video, I'd love to hear your feedback. I numbered them all for you. If you want to give me your insight, that would be great. Again, the pairing was an acid highway to a pastel blackhead pinstripe yellow belly. So love to hear what you guys think. Love to hear your breakdown. Tell me what you think about them, and I guess we'll go from there. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure what's going to stay or what's going to go yet. Doesn't really matter. I kind of got to get some meals in them first anyways. But typically I like to know ahead of time when I make these videos what's going to be available. I'm just not positive yet. There will be some animals available. They're going to hit our Patreon first. Whatever they don't take, we'll definitely offer up on our Morph Market page. But I guarantee some of those are going to go on Patreon. So if that's something you're interested in, use the link down below to our Patreon. Check out what tier would fit you the best. You do get discounts also when using our Patreon and being a member. So that's always a bonus because you could save quite a bit of money. You know, think if it's 20% off and the animal's $1,000, that's $200 off the price. Just think about that. You will get all your money back on one purchase if you buy a decent animal. So, or multiple smaller animals will get you all your money back. So, thanks again, guys. We appreciate your support. Check all the links down below. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. Love to hear your feedback. Please leave comments. My email address, social medias are all down there if you want to reach out that way. But until next time, guys, you take care. We'll see you on the next video.